Welcome to another Digital Anarchy tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll go over how to edit your transcript in Transcriptive and how to use keyboard shortcuts to speed up the process. This is the Transcriptive panel in Premiere with a transcript I just got back from Speechmatics. It's pretty good already, but I want to make some changes. I have a highlight in the panel that shows the current word that I'm tracking in the transcript. And when I click on other words, you can see that because we're fully integrated in Premiere, the playhead will skip to where that word is spoken. And if I go ahead and play it back, the tracking highlight will follow the clip word for word.
Provide shade underneath here. These will be ranging from, say...
If you find any words that are incorrect, you can delete or edit them. Hitting delete will delete the highlighted word. To change words, you can enter edit mode. Just press enter, and this is edit mode. It says editing in the top right corner and the highlight turns blue. I can still delete the highlighted word by pressing delete or start typing to replace the highlighted word. By clicking anywhere in this line or using the arrow keys, I can add, delete, and change words and punctuation like I would in a word processor. Once you're done editing, hit enter or escape to return to tracking mode. You can undo any edits by pressing Ctrl Z on a PC or Command Z on a Mac, or redo any edits by pressing Ctrl Shift Z on a PC or Command Shift Z on a Mac. Undo and redo works both in tracking mode and in edit mode. So edit mode gives you free reign to change whatever you want, but depending on what you want to change, it may be faster to edit in tracking mode because you can use keyboard shortcuts. In tracking mode now, I can press the right arrow key to jump to the next word and the left arrow key to jump to the previous word. Alt or Option plus the right or left arrow key skips to the next line or the previous line, and Alt or Option plus Shift and the right arrow or left arrow will skip to the previous or next speaker. This is a fast way to jump around your transcript, and pressing spacebar at any time will start playback from your highlight.
That will be in the central area.
If you need to change capitalization of a word, the up arrow will capitalize the first letter of a word. Press the up arrow again to make the word all caps. The down arrow does the opposite, changes an all caps word to the first letter being capitalized, and pressing it again changes the word to all lowercase. You can also use keyboard shortcuts to add punctuation. Press the period to add a period after the highlighted word. Press Command or Control plus backspace to delete all of the punctuation in the highlight without deleting the word itself. You can add commas, question marks, exclamation points, semicolons, open and close parentheses, single quotes, and double quotes by pressing any of these buttons on the keyboard. Adding a new punctuation mark will overwrite the old one at the end of a sentence. This sentence ends in a period, so hitting the question mark will replace the period with a question mark. Adding punctuation that ends a sentence will automatically capitalize the first letter of the next word. When I add a period after this word, the first letter of the next word becomes capitalized because now it's the first word of a sentence. If I delete it, the first letter becomes lowercase again. The last keyboard shortcut we're going to go over is splitting and merging lines. For example, if I look at this line that was spoken by speaker 1 and see that the last part was actually spoken by a different speaker, I can split that part into its own line. Select the word that you want to be the first word of the new line and press Ctrl or Command plus Shift and the down arrow. Splitting in the middle of a sentence conveniently adds a period to the end of the top sentence and capitalizes the first letter of the new sentence. If you want to merge two lines together, select any word in the bottom sentence and press Ctrl or Command plus Shift plus up to join that line with the line above. Remember, you can undo or redo if you split or merge the wrong lines, and splitting and merging doesn't affect how the transcript is synced with the video. Clicking on any of these words still jumps to the right spot.
Identity to this year's burn that they might be able to go see somewhere else.
These buttons near the top of the transcriptive panel perform the same functions as the shortcuts we just went over, and you can mouse over them to see what the shortcut is if you forget. Transcriptive automatically saves all of your edits every 10 seconds. If it's auto-saved since your last edit, the save button will be grayed out so that you know it's safe to close Premiere without losing your work. Finally, you can change the speaker of a line from the speaker dropdown. When I change this speaker 1 to speaker 2, it changes all of the speaker 1 lines below to speaker 2 until the next speaker change occurs. This makes it faster to correct a lot of speaker dropdowns if the AI speech engine got them wrong. The transcriptive menu has a section called Speaker Management, where you can add and rename speakers. I'm going to add a speaker and change the names of each of these. It renames the drop-downs and adds any new speakers to the list. That's it for this tutorial. If you want to try Transcriptive, go to digitalanarchy.com to download a free demo, plus free demos for any of our other plugins and extensions.